Hello students, in this video we'll be continuing our chapter number 10, that is tenses and their uses 1. In the previous video we had covered simple present tense and present continuous tense. In this video we'll be covering present perfect tense and present perfect continuous tense. Upon completion of this lesson, students will be able to understand several situations in which present perfect tense is necessary to use. Distinguish between present perfect and present perfect continuous tense. And create sentences relevant to their own lives which put present perfect tense to use. So students, let us discuss about present perfect tense and present perfect continuous tense. Present perfect tense. So, present perfect tense is used to describe an action which happened in past and has its effect in the present. So, structure for the same is subject plus has or have plus past participle, that is third form of the verb, followed by object. For example, I have posted the letter. She has solved all her sums. So, interrogative sentences. So, as I have told you, interrogative sentences, it starts with helping verb. So, in this case, has or have plus subject plus past participle, that is third form of the verb, plus object, followed by question mark. Do not forget to put this question mark at the end. For example, have you lost your pen? Question mark. Has he topped the list? Question mark. Now, let's do negative sentences. So, structure for the same is subject plus has or have plus not plus past participle, that is third form of the verb, followed by object. As in, I have not finished my lesson. Sherry has not heard from her mother for a long time. So students, let us revise how to convert affirmative sentences into negative, interrogative and interrogative negative sentences. I have finished my lesson. So this is an affirmative sentence. So I have not finished my lesson. Negative sentence. Have I finished my lesson? Interrogative sentence. Have I not finished my lesson? Interrogative negative sentence. Let's do one more. Rohan has lost his pen. Affirmative. Rohan has not lost his pen. Negative. Has Rohan lost his pen? Interrogative. Has Rohan not lost his pen? Interrogative negative. So students, now let us discuss the uses of present perfect tense. So number 1 on the list is to describe actions or events began in the past and continuing up to the present moment. So students, adverbial phrases like now, before, so far, up to, the present, till now, etc. are used in present perfect tense as they connect the past with the present time. For example, I have never seen an octopus before. Have you ever seen the octopus? So number 2 on the list is to express our past action, the result of which still continues. So example for the same is she has been ill since last Sunday. It implies that she has not recovered from her illness yet. So next is I have cared for him for 10 years, which means I still care for him. So next is to express an action that has been completed, finished or done just now, that is a little while ago in the immediate past. For example, she has just received a telegram. The clock has just struck 9. So next is to describe a past action, the time of it which is neither indicated nor definite. For example, the postman has delivered the letters when the time is not specified. I have dropped a 5 rupee note somewhere. So here again, when did I drop a 5 rupee note? Time is not specified. So next in the list is to describe an action that is referred to as an experience gained from events which happened in the past but connected with what is being spoken at present. For example, I have been to Kashmir twice. So I have been to Kashmir twice, right? Visited in past, but maybe topic of talk while speaking is Kashmir, then you use present perfect tense. So similarly, he has never tasted wine. So next on the list is to indicate that the action has taken place sometime in the past, but the action so completed has its effect in the present time. It may be a long time back, but has effect now. Example, Seema has eaten all the biscuits. So therefore nothing is left to give now. So the car has broken down. So the journey cannot be continued. So number 7 is to express repeated or habitual actions. Students, the present perfect tense is used to denote repeated or habitual actions with adverb of frequency. For example, frequently, often, etc. and with expressions as thrice, 4 times or several times. For example, I have often wondered why she is so rude to me. He has practiced the game regularly and has always won awards. So students, I hope you have understood the uses of present perfect tense. Now let us discuss present perfect continuous tense. So present perfect continuous tense is used to describe an action which began at some time in the past and is continuing up to the present time. So let's discuss the structure for affirmative sentence. Subject plus has or have plus been plus present participle or first form of the verb plus ing plus object. So the baby has been sleeping for 1 hour. It has been raining since morning. So coming up to interrogative sentences, we have to start with helping verb. So has or have plus subject plus been plus first form of the verb or present form of the verb plus ing plus object followed by question mark. For example, have we been working since morning? Have you been waiting for me for a long time? So coming up to negative sentences, start with subject followed by has or have plus not plus been plus first form of the verb plus ing plus object. For example, it has not been raining since morning. We have not been working since evening. So interrogative negative sentences, start with has or have plus subject plus not plus been plus present form of the verb or first form of the verb plus ing plus object followed by question mark. So have you not been doing your work since morning? Have you not been betraying your friend for a long time? So students, it is really very important to know the use of since and for present perfect continuous tense. So we use since to indicate point of time and for to indicate period of time. For example, since morning, since evening. So here we are talking about a proper point, morning. Since last night, since Monday, etc. And as far as for is concerned, for long hours, for 6 months, for 2 hours, etc. So it's basically the period of time, right? So now let us revise how to convert affirmative sentences into negative, interrogative and interrogative negative sentences. So the baby has been sleeping for 1 hour, affirmative sentence. The baby has not been sleeping for 1 hour, negative. Has the baby been sleeping for 1 hour? Interrogative. Has the baby not been sleeping for 1 hour? Interrogative, negative sentence. Let's discuss one more. So it has been raining since morning, affirmative sentence. It has not been raining since morning. Negative sentence. Has it been raining since morning? Interrogative sentence. Has it not been raining since morning? Interrogative, negative sentence. So students, I hope you have understood what is present perfect continuous tense. Let us discuss the uses of the same. So, to link the past with the present, he has been sleeping for 5 hours. So the action denotes that it started in past and is still continuing. That is, he is still sleeping. It has been raining since 8 a.m. Similarly, it is still raining. So, number 2 on the list is with words suggesting continuity. So, with words suggesting continuity. So, students, verbs of continuity are learn, lie, live, rain, sit, etc. Basically, which suggest continuity. For example, I have been living here for 3 years. So, next is repeated actions. So, it basically represents an action which is uninterrupted or repeated often. For example, I have been asking him to help me. He refused to help. So, next on the list is drawing conclusion. So, present perfect tense is used for drawing conclusion based on evidence. For example, Seema's eyes are red. It is obvious she has been weeping. So, what is the evidence of weeping? Her red eyes. So, similarly, his clothes are wet because he has been washing his car for over an hour. So students, next is to express an action in a sentence which begins with for, how long or since then. For example, since when have you been waiting for him? For how long has she been suffering from fever? So students, I hope you have understood what we have done in this video, that is present perfect tense and present perfect continuous tense. So your homework for today is to solve assignment number 1 F till H part, pages 11 and 12 from ICSE English Language Skills Grammar book. Thank you.